And greetings everyone. Good afternoon, evening, night, morning, Christmas, Easter, birthday, whatever day it is for you. Welcome to another episode of the SMP server that I play on. If you're joining me, that's great. Hopefully you stick around for this episode where we'll be we'll be staying around spawn, around Garfunkel, doing a few clean-up jobs here. We're the only ones on, as seems as per usual these days. And I was going to say something there. It probably wasn't going to be funny, but nonetheless I was going to say it. But I've forgotten what I was going to say. So we'll just get right down to it. Excuse me. So there is a number of jobs that need doing around Garfunkel. Most of them won't get done today. But I'm going to make an attempt to do as many as possible. Is that Skelly? Is he underground? Oh. Used the wrong ladder. I meant to use this ladder. Okay, I have no idea where this Skelly is. Oh. There they are. There you go. Okay. Better light up this place. There is first job done, which was part of one job actually. One job is just to generally light the place up a bit more because currently it's not the best place in terms of lighting and all that. But no doubt we'll get around to that a bit more in due course. There's a number of things we've got to do. One thing is this. We need to take out this portal. I believe it is okay if I do this, on the basis that it's causing lag. So I'm just gonna get rid of all this. I did actually see somebody on the Minecraft server build something like it was a TARDIS and it actually worked in some weird way. I should watch more of their videos to find out. Also, I know Ross McGruer and Leon have built a TARDIS on a Let's Play on 1RGM Films, which is Ross McGruer's gaming channel. So there's that there, but this I'm really sorry. I think this was Jack that built this. I'm really sorry, Jack, but this was just causing far too much lag for me anyway. I'll leave the TARDIS up for now, but I'm happy that's gone. There we go. Okay. So that's first job done. The second job was actually to try and automate this wheat farm, which I think could be a fun project. Not entirely sure how we're going to accomplish that yet. I'm not sure how easy it's going to be. We can work on that eventually. An automatic wheat farm. I also wanted to make an automatic carrot farm. I also want to redo the ice farm and put some automatic flower farms around and about here. We can work on a variety of those today, hopefully. Maybe we could put the flower farms in here. I'm not too sure. Not too sure just yet. Okay, I'll be right back. Alright, I've got a bunch of stuff in my inventory. I've got three of the four types of flowers. I'm going to go in search of the fourth type, which I think it's along here somewhere. Sorry for the land not loading. This darn... Thank you, right. I think Dolmo has it in the wild farm near the spawning area. Oh, this sucks. Aha, yes he does. Let's just take a piece of tatty there. Yep, there we go. Lilac. Lilac. Lilac sounds better, but it's lilac. No idea where Liliac came from. Alright. So, I'm not actually sure where we should build this. One idea that I had was we build it up here. I know there's a cliff side here. Although actually no, I like that terraced bit. This bit here again would have been ideal, but it's been taken up by the firework place. I'm currently thinking Ross's Mountain's a good shout because Ross has got about 15 homes. He's not going to mind if we build in part of his land, I'm sure. Or hopefully he won't. Oh, I don't understand why he doesn't light up his darn hole. His flipping gaps. Where is this guy? Alright, give me 2 seconds. I'm going to try and light this place up. Alright, I thought I would put it next to Dolmo's what do you call it? Tatty farm. I'm just going to shave off part of this mountain, like Dolmo did for the entrance to the Tatty farm. Just get rid of that. There we go. Okay. Oops. No idea what this is. Oh, actually I do now. Secret passageway of some sort. I know that was like kind of stating the obvious there, but it's the best I could do. We'll probably dig into that bit in a minute. Oh, come on, there we go. Right. So we now need four areas to stand. I think we'll do them 2 wide. So, or we'll put one here, 1, 2, one here, 1, 2, one here, 1, 2, and then one here. Is that fine? Yeah, that should be fine. I don't think we'll interfere with Dolmo's farms if we do it like that. We've got some chests here, we may as well use them. Alright. So first thing we do, well I've got a bunch of redstone items and that. First thing I want to do is kind of make the place a little neater. I think I'm just gonna. I'm not sure if I should change it out with a natural look or something. I might try and use a variety of these blocks just to get a different kind of feeling on it. We're going to possibly go with some sort of a pyramid shape. So starting from, oops, that was a bit too much. Starting from down here, we're going to go up there, along the top, down to, well, where is it going to go? It's going to come down to here. We'll put it down to here. So let's put a crack there. Let's just randomize it a bit. I think we're gonna take this down a bit, just so it matches the other side. Wonder what that gap's there all about. this rate, this episode is just going to be called flower farming, because I don't think I'll have time for anything else. Let's do that. Let's just stick that, a bunch of that in. It doesn't really matter what's under here because these will be covered by pressure plates, so I'll just put the normal regular stone bricks. It's weird to think these sort of bricks have been in the game so long. Just shave off the front. Get rid of that bit. Get rid of that bit. Oops. We don't want to go too wild. I think there's going to have to be a limit of some sort. Or maybe we could just mix it up as much as possible. How does that look? Yeah, it doesn't look too bad. Quite happy with that. We can make this come out a bit. It's just turning night, so I will be back. Alright, and I'm back. So I got a wee bit more done. I made the floor come all the way out here. We might put a little bridge in eventually, although that'll cut through right through Domo's natural area here. I'm sure you won't mind if we do it partially. I mean, look at this. These things are glitched out. If I tried to bone meal them, they just disappear. So it's not like anything's going to go be missing that much. So yeah, I might put in a bridge eventually. Make a crossroads of some sort here. So yeah, but anyway, we've got a bit further on with the things here. We've got the dispensers in place that will dispense the bone meal, and I put pumpkins under here for lighting. The reason I chose pumpkins is because I'm pretty sure they're the only light source that can transfer redstone currents. Glowstone doesn't do it. Redstone lamps would interfere with it. They wouldn't really work. They're not really practical, so we're going to go with these. Now, actually, we should probably go the other way, because if we go that way, there's a high chance we're going to run into the door. Although I'm not sure what he's done with the door at the other end. So yeah. So basically, this is a simple, very simple. I say that now, but I've probably forgotten what I did. But it should be a simple circuit involving, excuse me, what is it? One of these and some of this. Oh wait, hang on. Oh, you know what we've done wrong? I never thought of that. We've not got the block in place for the flower to sit on. I'm an idiot. I am an idiot. I'll be right back. Alright, I just went ahead and did the first one. I guess I'll quickly show off the wiring. It's quite simple. This was not my design, by the way, just to reconfirm that. This was a design of Etho, although I'm sure this sort of circuitry is well known, but I saw Etho do this, so I thought I'd copy. Stand on this, redstone current pulses on and off. Redstone wire goes up here, powers the... Not overly concerned with doing this, but I just like to do it just in case. Powers the this block, which powers the dispenser, and that powers the whole thing. I've now forgotten what order the blocks were in, but we'll just go with that, shall we? There we go. So now I'll do the other three off camera, and I'll get back to you once they are finished. Alright, and we have finished. Oh, excuse me. Should probably give you a distance view. It doesn't look too bad. I forgot to close the Tatty Farm door. Should probably do that. Don't think it should interfere in any way. I'm gonna get all these down. I was gonna like have let's do alphabetical order. Sunflower, rosebush, peony. Yeah, just switch these. Okay, I was gonna have like item frames with the item in the item frame, but I decided against that on the basis that the flower is going to be visible anyway. So I don't think an item frame would necessarily add anything to the build. Rose bush. Actually, I want to try one thing. If I put that there, yeah, it doesn't work. Didn't think so. Sunflower. There we go. See, originally I thought these flowers were kind of pointless because you just picked them and you couldn't get them in any way. But then of course, I realised you could bone meal them, and then I saw Etho do this, so it made it look like 10 times cooler. Actually, we can't get to the dispensers if we do it that way. So we're going to have to quickly turn around, get rid of a bunch of stuff into this chest real quick. We're just going to get a bunch of bone meal. I don't think there'll be enough to like fill up all the excuse me, don't think there'll be enough bones to fill up like every dispenser, but you know, it's worth a punt if we can get as much as possible. And these will either be like used a lot just so because people like it, or like it will not be used like at all because you know, people don't have the need for it. So you know, ultimately it's used as much as it's used. We'll go for 6 for the moment. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Excuse me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Great, that leaves. Oh, we do a 7th one. That is good and well. Okay. This episode's probably dragging on a wee bit. Question is, do we have enough space to fit all that? Yeah, we do. There we go. Okay, easy as you like. So, we better now place... So that's the lilac. Peony, rosebush, and sunflower. Oh, I know, I'm just going to put the sunflower, this spare one over here. So there we have it. And all you simply do is, this is an well, I wouldn't recommend AFKing on it because the bone meal will run out pretty soon, but imagine you need, say, yellow dye. You can just come up to this sunflower thing and just simply hop on it. And immediately you get yellow dye. Something's going to end up in the back of it, which you won't be able to get without like walking on it. So that's just an unfortunate thing. Guess that's one way of doing it, but yeah, that is how it's done. I'm just going to quickly jump in here and put back some of that. So you just simply walk on it and get. I would recommend AFKing on this simply because the bone meal will eventually run out. You know, bones is probably the one thing we can afford to get rid of, but I wouldn't recommend AFKing on this sort of a farm. But yeah, there we have it. We have got I really want another sign. We've got flower farm. So I'll let you know about another thing we're going to do in just a bit, but I'll need to empty my inventory and I'll be right back. Alright guys, we are in the Nether Hub. We're just going to head out to the stronghold, or the Wither Skeleton spawning pads by Leon's portal, or Leon Ross's portal, or Leon Ross and Jack's portal, or Leon Jack and Ross and Liam's portal, because a bunch of them live out there now. And yesterday evening I spent a good 3 or 4 hours. I actually didn't get to sleep until, or didn't get to bed until about 1:30 in the morning. But of course we've always had this, well, not always, but until, well, it wasn't too long ago I made it. I made a tower going up, but it just went to nothing because I didn't have the resources or the time to extend it upwards. But now I've finally extended it upwards. Hopefully no one's waiting for me here. Right, let's run across quickly. Seal the gate. We'll grab the looter. There we go. And actually, in case we die, I would much rather just use Charlie. Yeah, we'll use Charlie. Right. So yeah, I've finally made, I spent hours yesterday evening working on a gold farm. So yes, we now have a fully automated gold farm, an AFK farm. Once again, this was something I saw Etho and DocM do on the Minecraft server, and then I saw Etho do it on his single player world. Just a simple spawning area with iron golems about. They can go and kill all the hostile mobs there, ghasts, zombie pigmen, magma cubes, and one can obtain their drops using a minecart that runs underneath. And that's what I've done. And I AFK'd overnight last night. It was good, but the thing was I got a lot of swords in it, and then I watched one of Etho's other videos, and I saw a way in which you can prevent the minecart from picking up the sword, albeit at the expense of possibly more gold. Excuse me. But here we are. Let's take a look at the farm itself first. This is an AFK farm, unlike the flower farm. This is a farm which you would typically wait at, if you like. I'm just gonna, oh, there's the minecart. So here we have spawning area, which is about 35 by 35 area. Zombie pigmen spawn on it, ghast spawn on it, magma cubes spawn in it. And we've got a bunch of iron golems there, 16 I put out. I'm sure there's still that many there. I've not counted, but there's roughly that amount. Oh, I've got a ghast now. And the iron golems go about killing the zombie pigmen, the ghasts, and the magma cubes. And as you saw, we've got this minecart that runs backwards and forwards underneath, and it collects all the drops. And then on its last leg of its journey, it zigzags all the way up to that corner over there, comes all the way down here. In fact, we can run along and see that right now. It zips down here, zips along here. I'm going to switch my frame rate back down to 3 chunks because it's getting quite laggy. Activates this power rail, detector rail, which changes the track, makes it come in here. So it comes into this pit stop here. It depowers the power rail by putting items into this hopper. So that powers the comparator, depowers the torch, depowers that, and then obviously when it's all finished, the comparator will then, deactivate, which will power this and power that and power the detector, the power rail, and the cart will go. That was badly explained, I know. I've got an access here which I've not been through yet. This is the way I stop gold swords getting up. Now, if anyone in the server is watching and wishes to use this farm, do not think you can just come up and look in these hoppers. In these hoppers is that. Do not come up and just take stuff out of the hoppers, please. Please, please, please AFK and get your own items. Do not take these, because these items help speed up the process of, well, these prevent basically junk items getting in. Like I prefer not to use zombie flesh, although I might actually put some of that in to stop even more gold stars coming in. Let's grab some of that, grab some of that, grab some of that. So yeah, I'm just gonna. There's a cart unloading. You can see it there. So I'm gonna take those because I'm gonna put them in there. Put that in there. Put that in there. Cart's away again. And if we remember, we put 64 and 7, now it's 63 and 7. So, yeah, please do not take anything out of here. AFK and get your own items. Basically, the items funnel down this hopper chain. They should fill up the bottom chest first here. Of course, predominantly we'll get gold, hopefully. I just took my armor off and put it in here because just in case I die with it on. I'm going to take one piece of food. And like a previous episode on the SMP server, we're now going to, well, I'm going to go to sleep. I'm going to leave my laptop running, and we're going to see how much gold and stuff we get in the morning. So I'm actually going to now get rid of all that. I'm going to put all that in there. Clear chest. All these chests are clear. The upper ones are harder to reach. Let's get the top one just for the sake of it. Yep, nothing in the chests. I've got my looting sword here. If I hold a looting sword, I will get the looting equivalent, 3 equivalent of the items. So I'll get more extra items, hopefully. And that's why you get swords, is because you hold the thing. So now I'm just going to jump up and down, spin right around. I'm going to praise your name forever. No, I like that song though. But yeah, we're going to jump up and down until hunger is... Maybe hunger doesn't... Basically we're at the top of the world right now. I cannot build... See in my... Look at my coordinate there. 254. Top of the world. I can't get any higher than top of the world. I cannot place down any more blocks, basically. I need my... I'm trying to get my thing down. What do you call it? My... trying to get my hunger bar down. Is there any blocks in here? No, there's not. We're going to just have to keep jumping. I'll be back once my hunger is depleted. Okay, hunger has been depleted. I'm just going to head up to my AFK area, which is up here. It's not entirely safe. If a gas somehow broke through, I'm not entirely sure of a situation like that. You know, if I had the hard drive space, I'd be tempted to record all night to see what would happen, if anything would happen. But I'm just going to stand here, right in the centre, or near the centre. We're going to eat, and then I'm just going to AFK for... Well, I'm going to set my alarm for 7 because I need to be at college tomorrow. So that'll be roughly 6 hours. So we're going to AFK for 6 hours, and I will be back in 6 hours IRL time. Although it'll just be a second or so for you guys, just like before. I will see which items we've got. So eat. Must remember to hold the sword. And we'll leave it at that. So I'll be back in the morning. Good night. Alright, welcome back. It is 7:30 in the morning. Slept in slightly, but not too much. Also, one thing, if you're going to go and move somewhere, don't move to a cold area because it's absolutely Baltic this morning. Middle of winter in the Highlands, it's freezing. Alright, I've got to go to college in half an hour, so let's get this done quickly. So overnight I AFK'd, and we're going to see what we got in the gold farm. I held on to a looting 3 sword called Charlie in order to just to see what we're... that's strange. Doesn't appear to be any iron golems left. That's not good. Let's get a better view from up here. Or are they just all down one end? Nope. There is legitimately no iron golems left. That is crazy. None of that left. A bit of that left. Some of that left. Some of that left. None of that left. I didn't expect any of the gas tiers to be left. That's strange. Strange as. So, I'm assuming when this comes back, there's going to be nothing in it. Let's wait for it. Hopefully it doesn't take too long. Although having said that, it could take an absolute age. Come to me! So I'm a bit tired. I'm very tired. Come on. This is worrying then if iron golems are dying. Because I know there was a problem with like zombies spawning under some circumstance. Like zombies would spawn and possibly attack the iron golems. But I didn't know that would become so prevalent. Oh, yeah, had nothing in it. Let's go down and check the chests, see if there's anything there. So that was before. So let's have a look at this. Well, I'm not sure what I expect. Swords. I expected swords eventually, because eventually the gas tiers would run out of the injection system. Okay, so we only got 2 chests full before things went wrong. That is crazy. Oh, of course we've got stuff here. Oh, that's unfortunate. So all the iron golems have died somehow, and I've got no knowledge of how that happened. I'll think about it. I'll be right back. I'm not so sure. This is very, very fishy. I've tried to have a think, but like I've got absolutely no idea what it could be. So basically the situation, all the zombie pigmen are dead. One thing I forgot to mention, Domo was on the server at some point, although I was AFK at the time, so I couldn't really answer him. So he might come and kill them all. I don't see why he would have done that, because one, he doesn't know where this place is. I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure only JJ's been up, and even then he's not been up this far. He came up when the ladder was still blocked. I have no idea. That is so weird. I'll have to check on it some other time. I might. Whoa. So I'm just wondering if I can record for like 6 hours and not mess up my hard drive. Well, we got another set of gold blocks here, which is fantastic. That's what this thing's about. We got a bunch of gas tiers, which unfortunately we won't be able to use. I thought there was more. I thought there was more of these, but I guess they were up in the injection system up top. 1, 2, 3. So yeah, we're just going to take all this stuff back and chuck it into the hoppers up top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's fine. I'm just going to do this. But yeah, the gold blocks is generally what we were after. The iron golem situation isn't so much of a problem in the sense that, seeing as we've got an iron farm as well, it means we can easily get ourselves supplied with such stuff. Oops, that was the wrong one. Get that in there. Get that in there. I wonder why it was the gold that drained. Why did the gold drain? We need 5 of this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have no idea why the gold drained. It's just really, really strange. We got gunpowder though, that's good. So anyway, I'm havering. I need to get off to college. Thank you for watching this episode. I'm going to try and look into this more. Might do another episode tonight where I AFK overnight but record it. Who knows? But thank you for watching. They're all full except for that one. So thank you for watching, and I will see you again next time.